Welcome back everybody to the channel. Today I want to do something a little bit different. Is instead of putting parts on today, I kind of wanted to go over and touch base with some parts that you can install, not necessarily that I have, or maybe I have in some of the other videos, and maybe you want to know where you get them from, cost of them, things like that. I try to put links to everything, but sometimes being able to see the source is always a good thing. So what I've got for you guys today, I'm going to shrink my head down here just a little bit. I got a couple of websites here. And first up, of course, is going to be Import Image Racing. Yes, I am partially sponsored through Import Image Racing, but I'm only partially sponsored through them because I actually reached out to them. They didn't reach out to me. And so I just kind of wanted to disclose that. I was impressed with their customer service. The fact that they took care of our first responder and EMS meant the world to me, especially since I am in EMS myself. So I'm always going to front them because they've treated me well and they offer great products, great shipping, fast, good, friendly service, right? You guys, they can't be beat as far as I've been able to tell so far. So let's go ahead and start out here. I'm going to kind of keep things a little bit cheaper because, you know, we're all on a budget. And so, you know, I'm going to try to keep everything around $50 or less because that can mean quite a few things for somebody, you know. Might be able to get some extra mods or something for your vehicle that might seem minute, but they may make a pretty good impact on your vehicle. So here we are at Import Image Racing. We're just going to go to the 22 WRX. I'm just going to click all of their items. And we'll scroll down here, and kind of like I said, I'm going to kind of keep this cheap, so we'll do it max of, we'll just do $55 real quick. 55 bucks, close enough. So first and foremost, this kit right here is a biggie for you. Obviously, oil changes, if you're going to do them yourself, this kit's perfect. It's got great Motul oil in it. It's going to be the correct weight that you need. It'll have your oil filter that's correct for the vehicle, as well as the crush ring that you're going to need. So not necessarily a mod, but I wanted to throw that out there that that kit is offered. And I haven't really been able to find it cheaper from anybody else, so definitely grab that. So some of the first things here, if you opt to keep badges, I debadged mine, which is in another video, but if you opt for badges, you can get a blacked out WRX and then the blacked out Subaru and all-wheel drive. $10 for that badge and less than $20 for that, so $30 you get full set of badges in the back, which is amazing. Of course, we've kind of covered the e-brake button. You can get this thing in a multitude of colors, $20, under $20. And again, I think personally that it makes a pretty big impact. I love the e-brake button. I didn't really care for the factory one, so swapping this one out was definitely great. This right here was probably, I think it may have been the first mod that I actually did to the car. These overlays. They offer them in different levels. I wound up going with this Dark Smoke LX Plus, and I wound up going with that just because it had like their air release technology, I think is what they called it, and I'm new to all of this as far as you know, vinyl and tinting and overlays and things like that, so I wanted the most help I could possibly get. So I definitely went with that LX Plus. It's only a couple dollars more, and you see this is $13. I want to say the LX Plus was, yeah, 15. Yeah, see, so that's definitely worth it. To me, it made a big impact to the rear of the vehicle. So these bulbs right here, you've got like this bulb through Noble, and I think they've got some other bulbs down through here somewhere. I'm just going to throw this out there. Don't go that route. I'll cover that here in just a minute, so we'll come back to that. Okay, so don't go with these bulbs. This right here is something that I've actually been debating on doing myself or not. I just recently tinted the rear marker lights myself, and I like it, but part of me wants to go with this, and I love that. Of course, because it is a Subaru OEM part, it has that honeycomb look. It's going to be the same plastic. I think it's going to look great. I may wind up going that route. But this is definitely something that I think would make a big impact, and it's only $30. So as far as visuals, that's great. For a performance part, if you want to call this performance, a shift stop. This is something that's going to be coming up pretty quick for me. I haven't ordered it yet. I need to, but you know, if you own a manual 22 WRX, you know that there's slop in 1 and 2. It's massive amounts of slop. So Perrin, there's multiple companies that offer this, Perrin and Billet Works and Cobb, and you know, everybody seems to have one. And they're all less than $40 for them. But Perrin specifically, it's not on Import Image Racing site. I'd have to go hunt it up. But Perrin actually makes a new one, and I don't know the cost of it, but they make a new one that not only eliminates the slop left and right, but it also eliminates travel up and down. So that way, as soon as you drop into the gear, it doesn't continue to keep going. You know, because if you put it in first or second, you'll notice there's not only slop left to right, but there's slop forward and backwards. And so Perrin offers one that goes on the side as well as the top and bottom, and it eliminates all of that. So might look into that, but for less than $40, this is definitely a good thing to have. Sticker Fab makes these steering wheel emblems, $9, and then again here we got $13 for front and rear badges. I did a video that covered both of these. Pretty simple to put on. I struggled a little bit with the emblems just because, again, I'm new to the whole vinyl and laying things down. The steering wheel emblem was easy. The emblems I had a little bit of trouble with, but now if I went back and did them again, I could do them no problem. Let's take a look here. I think that maybe... Yeah, I definitely don't do these license plate housings. So I've seen some people talk about this trunk handle. For one, I'm not going to do it, but some people love it because they don't want to be touching the outside of their trunk. So this gives you something to grab on the inside and pull down. If that's your thing, go for it. I think that might be a pretty decent, like, everyday help kind of mod. If you have the Cobb access port and you want to customize it, you know, throw those out there. They've got all these parts here. This right here would be another good thing, just because the car itself lacks storage. So you can get one of these coin box fuse holders that's going to match. Throw your extra things in there, chapstick, bubble gum, whatever you want in there. You can throw that in there. A little stylistic strip if that's for you. Not for me, but that's a pretty neat little mod I've seen done for a few people. I think it looks really well if you start putting like some red accents on like the STI style front spoiler and the mirrors and things like that. It starts to add and brings it all together. If you have a Cobb access port, I'm definitely going to say stay away from this one, the 3D printed one. I've heard some pretty bad things about it. It's about twice the cost, about $80. You can get one that's made from I Build Race Cars. We can cover that in another segment. It's actually what I use in one of my videos. You can actually see it. It's good, high quality. This is something that eventually, you know, you do some engine dress up. I think that's going to be really good to do as well. Perrin makes oil dipstick, oil caps, you know, all these accessory caps for your vehicle. Look, bumper hood stops, like they make all of these that you can color code and just kind of dress everything up underneath. So they offer a lot of accessories, and again, all of these are under $50. So, you know, get one of these things every paycheck or something like that. Eventually it's going to add up and you're going to have yourself a nice rig. So another thing that I'll cover, and this is over on AeroFlow Dynamics, is going to be these headlight covers and the dashboard stickers. So these overlays I covered in a video. I like them. I wish that it didn't have this top full cover. I'm not a big fan of that. I wish it was just a straight cut line across there. Is what it is. This was kind of a pain in the ass to put on. In the video, they show it, and the guy just like throws it on, man. No problem. I fought with this thing for quite some time to get it on, and it still didn't look amazing at the end. It looks good, don't get me wrong, but it didn't look amazing to me. So, but for $17, $18, can't be beat. Pinstripe here, if that's your thing, I think it's pretty neat. Throw that on the dash. I've seen that cover before. It looks pretty cool. So to go back to the light bulb thing. So I have another video about the light bulbs, and so I would recommend that you order them from this Brightshine or Breshine. I don't know how you're gonna pronounce it. I'm just gonna call them Brightshine. And it's $19, and you can get a coupon on this. And you can see, I mean, I ordered it here. I put this in. It makes a world of a difference, and it's only $19. And so if you go to get just these bulbs right here, those would be for like those look like that would be for the trunk, like the license plate. I mean, that right there is $13 before tax. You can get this kit for $19, and it has everything. This will have your dome lights. It'll have your 2 map lights, the 1 dome light. It'll have your 2 vanity lights. It'll have your 2 license plate lights and your 1 single trunk light, and all for $19. So you can't beat that. That's an absolute great buy. And I'll shout out again to Heavy Metal Rex Wace over there making the content. He showed it to me, and I'm glad that I did see his video for that, because I would have wound up ordering that stuff for quite a bit more. So definitely check this out. One last thing here, and this is going to be something that if you feel comfortable doing vinyl wrap, I have a video coming out. I haven't done it yet, but I have a video coming out where I've actually covered some interior pieces on my car, and I think that for $11 for this, right, you're not going to be able to really beat that as far as an impact on visuals. For as cheap as that is, I could wrap most of the interior pieces that I'll cover later with 1 single sheet for $11. And you can order it whatever color you want. I opted for the red because I'm trying to keep the interior all black and red looking and things like that. So this is definitely a biggie, but you've got to be able to vinyl wrap. And I'm learning as I go along, but it's really not all that hard, guys. So, but anyways, that'll probably do it as far as the $50 and under mods. I think that there's quite a few options here for people to go with that will make a good impact on both interior and exterior, as well as just some like daily necessities and just minute upgrades. So if you guys want to see anything else as far as dollar value, things like that, if you want to do 100 and under, 200 and under, we can cover all those things as well. I'll try to shop around and leave links if you guys want. Drop a like if this helped you, and sub for more content. Peace.